Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Annur Zahraa binti Amirul Mukminin and I studied at SMK Buloh Kasap, Johor. Today, I wanted to share with you about the book which I recently read. The title is Of Spellbook and Thief, Book 1, written by the Confused Turtle. Without further ado, let's tune in with me. This book is about a world ruled by magic and dragon. Now, let me introduce our main character. His name is Tobias. Tobias grew up in his older sister's shadow and sheltered from harm. His sister name is Talia. Though grateful, he was never content with his life. When Mr. Spellbook landed in his hand, he accepted it as the key to something greater. The name of the spellbook is Hybrid Territory, which written in secret code to keep it from the wrong person learning their spells or use it for their own will. After 6 years, Tobias tried to read the book. He started to hate it and wanted to burn it under the tree which he often go whenever he was bored. Unfortunately, the spellbook was stolen from his possession. His world had turned upside down after their first meet, and his only connection to the answer he seeks is taken. Afraid that the thief, also as known as Zahraa, will uncover the book's secrets, he set out to catch her and dive head first into the dangerous world around him. After all, things are not always as they seem to be. Meeting the dragon rider named Kiss all the way to catch Zahraa, the thief, makes his journey become more colorful and interesting. Kiss was someone who also experienced the same misfortune as Tobias. He wanted to take back what belonged to him, Smoke, the name of an old dragon also known as Kiss Dragons. Together, they continued their journey to Rubber. But when they reached to the Rubber town, they had accidentally get into Rubber's hunter and bumped to the Beastmaster that bring them to Mountain of the Ring. When Tobias and his friends get into the cave at the top of the mountain, a man wearing a mask warning them to stop searching for Zahraa or something bad will happen to them. Tobias' curiosity makes them go to search for Aviva, the mage girl. They also go to Varden to search for gold coins, meeting a dragon king, joining a tournament, and lots more. Tobias has met Zahraa and Imago, who was the mastermind behind the thorn, on their last destination before return home. This book has taught me to not make a fast judgment to someone without knowing them, just like what Tobias do when he bumped to the Beastmaster. I also learned it is important to have a friend who's like a mirror and shadow to us. Why? Because mirror doesn't lie, and shadow never leave us. Just like Tobias and Kay's situation, when Tobias almost died, if it was not for Kiss who helped him from falling into the deep sea full of monsters, I think Tobias won't make it to the end of this story. I like the way the author wrote this book because the author used a simple English verse which is easy to understand even if I'm not highly proficient in English. The storyline was fantastic, and every time I thought my guess is correct, the plot twisted and surprised me. But whenever I got it correct, I felt overjoyed, as if I could fly and touch the stars. Thanks to the author, I have read such a wonderful book. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum and watch out for the dragon.